Hello Universe, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's tutorial, we'll be learning how to make this turban design. It's one side pleated turban with twist on the other side of it. Actually, it's one of my subscribers that sent this particular picture to me, and she said I should do a tutorial on that. So guys, let's move straight to the training. Alright, so what I'll be using for this project is a satin fabric. You know, this particular satin is non-stretchy, it's doll face. So I've turned the wrong side and I folded it into two. And the length measures 56 inches by 35 inches width. So this particular fabric, I've already folded it. On fold, it is 28 inches. So I had to do the cutting on camera so you'll be able to understand the way it's folded. I used my pin to hold it down as a guide, okay? So I had to cut out this part, then take it to my sewing machine and sew that edge. Alright, the fabric I'm holding now is called wadding or breast pad. So the length measures 28 inches by 25 inches width. So I'll be adding this inside this fabric. Alright, I'm done sewing the edge. You can see the way it looks, and I will turn it out. Alright, at this point you can iron your fabric. You can iron it, I don't know if you get me, without putting that wadding inside it. Just iron it out. Alright, now I will be placing my wadding inside the material, and after doing that I will do so many adjustments. Guys, you mustn't take this process. There are other ways of doing it, like attaching your wadding and sewing it exactly on the fabric, as in sewing together the wadding and the fabric. But I didn't do it in mine. I just finished putting the wadding inside it, and I use my pin to hold it down. You can see the way it looks. You can see I didn't sew, but you can sew yours if you want, then turn out. But I didn't do that. I'm okay with this method. Alright, I had to stretch everything out. Also use my pin to guide the top part, that part that I didn't sew. Also guys, lest I forget, I want to make a play. If you find any of my videos useful and you want to support me, like a way of encouragement, if you find any adverts on any of my videos, like ads playing on my videos, don't skip it. Please, don't skip. That's how we do get paid, and I get money to buy data and upload these videos. It's not really a must, but if you wish to encourage me, please don't skip the adverts. Thank you for your understanding. Alright, it's time to start our plating. Please, for this part, I won't really be so detailed because I've already done a video on how to pleat. I have a detailed video on how to do this pleating. This particular video on my channel, I showed you guys how to pleat very well. So I won't really waste much time. So this video won't be too lengthy, okay? So I'll be pleating down. I'll pleat this left side down throughout. Also, I'll place it on my dummy to get the actual pleating method, okay? So I won't do a detailed pleating process here. Just watch that video. It will give you a guide on how to pleat. But if you already know how to pleat, that's okay. So move straight to the main one side design. Okay, so you can see how mine looks. I tacked this point, tacked here, and tacked this point down to the base, okay? I've already taught you how to do that on that video. You can watch it if you don't know how to do it. Alright, now to the pleating side. First of all, I pleated this whole fabric down, this part. I pleated it, I folded it down. You can see the way I'm doing it. I didn't cut out anything. I just want to show you how fluffy it is. If you want it to be big, like if you want your twist to be full, you don't have to cut out the wadding inside. You have to leave it this way. You can see how what I'm doing. Just fold this way throughout down, and you can see the whole thing is full, okay? But for me personally, it was really too huge for me. I don't know, but I folded it. It was really huge. Like the picture she sent to me, this is what the person did. That picture, they didn't cut out anything. It was folded. That's why it's too full. But for me, I don't really want it to be too full. So this is why I had to use this trick by cutting out some points. So first of all, I used my measuring tape and I measured 10 inches. So I will see how full it will still be. So just watch the way I follow the process. So at this point, I reached that part that is 10 inches. I used my scissors to cut it out. I measured again 10 inches. You can see what I'm doing. I had to measure it again 10 inches using my scissors to cut it upwards. Please, this is the down part of the wording, not the top pole, the down part of it. So you don't go and cut the top part. So I also use my scissors to cut it. Just watch the way I do the cutting. Also, please, while cutting, avoid cutting your fabric. Okay, so at this point, I had to start pleating. I pleated it, and guess what? It was still full for my liking. Please, the reason why I'm showing you guys all this is so you know the point you stop yours. If you want yours to be full, it's okay. It's all about creativity. It depends on your taste. If you want to use the first method where they didn't cut it out at all, it's allowed. If you want to use this 10 inches method I just did now, it's still allowed. But guess what? For me, I pleated it and the whole thing was still full, like full. It was heavy in my hands. I said no. I had to loosen it out again. After losing the whole thing out, guess what happened? I had to cut out some parts. So watch and see what I did next. Okay, I had to cut out 5 inches. I had to cut out 5 inches, and I think that was where I got what I wanted. Remember what I told you? You mustn't cut as much as this. If you're okay, your one side being full. Then if you get me. But for me, I didn't want that side to be too bogus. I want it to be moderate, yes. So I cut it out as usual. Adjusted the way I did the first time. After the whole adjustment, I started my twist. Okay guys, so at this point, this is where I started my twisting process. So I had to twist down as usual again, and I made sure I made it to be tight. So this is the method I used. I folded that top part, then started folding it down. And yes, this gave me what I wanted. This really gave me the actual size of twist I wanted. So this point that I pinned down, I also later used my needle and thread to tack it down. So watch the way I did the remaining process of twisting. And I still want to add up something here. Even at this measurement that I cut out, if you still want yours to be full, what you will do is, while folding it, you won't make it to be too tight. Once you loosen up your hand, it will be fluffy. Don't know if you get me. If you still want yours to be full, like a bit full, what you will do is, while folding it, while twisting, you won't twist so hard. Just loosen out your hand a bit and you'll see it will be fluffy as well. So it depends on what you really want, but this is the outcome of mine. Later place this on my head. I'll tell you the truth here. Later place it on my head and did my tacking. I tacked here and tacked this point. I tried using my dummy, it didn't really give me what I wanted. So what I did was I placed this on my head, twisted, used pin to hold that point that I will tack down. Don't know if you get me. So I placed on my dummy and did the remaining job. So I've tacked the edge, that part down. So this is the outcome of the whole thing. Guys, if you have watched this level and you've not subscribed, and if you like what you are seeing, please click that like button. Also subscribe to my channel. You'll be so amazed on the designs that will be posted on this channel. So I'm done cutting out the excess, and this part, what I got here was 5.5 inch. You can see the way it is. So what I'll cut out in my fabric is 6 inches by 12. 6 inches length by 12 inches width. On this side, that's the folded part, that is the pleated part. What I got there was 6.5. So while cutting, I did 7 inches by 12. I won't be showing you how to attach my handle here. It's already on this video. I taught how to attach handle on this video, so I don't want this video to be unnecessarily too long. And I also add the link of this video on my description box. Okay, so guys, thanks for staying up to this time. Love you all. See you next time.